Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 4 royal decrees. A Seeb club is crowned with His Majesty Sultan Qaboos Cup for Youth 2016. Royal Army of Oman celebrates the opening of Hema camp for the Border Guard Command. And at a cost of exceeding 10 million Omani Riyals, the water supply networks project is implemented in the wilaya of Bosha. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has issued 4 royal decrees. Royal Decree number 47/2017 ratifying oil agreement signed between the government of the Sultanate of Oman and Occidental Haffar Company LLC and Oman Oil Company Exploration and Production LLC for the block number 30 on 14th of November 2017. Royal Decree number 48/2017 ratifying oil agreement signed between the government of the Sultanate of Oman and Oman ARA Petroleum Limited Company for the block number 31 on 14th of November 2017. Royal Decree number 49/2017 ratifying oil agreement signed between the government of the Sultanate of Oman and Tethys Oil Muntasir Limited Company for the block number 49 on 14th of November 2017. Royal Decree number 50/2017 ratifying oil agreement signed between the government of the Sultanate of Oman and Oman INI BV Company and Oman Oil Company Exploration and Production LLC for the block number 52 on 14th of November 2017. The decrees shall be published in the official gazette and come into force from the date of their issue. A Seeb club was crowned with His Majesty Sultan Qaboos Cup for Youth 2016 during a ceremony which was held by the Ministry of Sports Affairs under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud al-Sinadi, Minister of Commerce and Industry. The competition confirmed the leadership's recognition of the important and civilized role of sport clubs in human resources development through spreading the spirit of success, fair competition, and utilizing the leisure time for the benefit of young people and their societies. The competition has a great impact in motivating clubs to promote sports and youth activities through the competing spirit to win the honor of this precious trophy. A ceremony was held today by Royal Army of Oman for the opening of Hema camp for the Border Guard Command. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Saud bin Harab al-Busaidi, Minister responsible for Defense Affairs. The opening of the new camp came within the context of the responsibilities and noble tasks being undertaken by Royal Army of Oman in safeguarding the soil and the homeland and protecting its security, stability, and achievements. More than 40,000 commercial cases have been recorded by the commercial judiciary in the Sultanate since the start of enforcement of the commercial litigation till now. This was revealed during a seminar titled The Role of Commercial Judiciary in Enhancing Investment. The seminar, organized by the Supreme Council for Judiciary, discussed integration among legislative and judiciary bodies in the field of investment. The event was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council. His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, received the group of the Friends of Oman from the European Parliament, led by Her Excellency Romana Nicole Man-Isisco. During the meeting, they reviewed economic cooperation and Omani-European commercial exchange. They also focused on a number of regional and international issues. His Excellency, the Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, stressed on the significance of this visit in enhancing bilateral relations between the Sultanate and the European countries. His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council, received the group of the Friends of Oman from the European Parliament. During the meeting, they focused on exchanging expertise in various fields that enhance the legislative works. They further discussed the aspects of cooperation in investment fields related to industrial, agriculture and tourism fields, as well as supporting joint trade between the Sultanate and the European Union. The Ministry of Manpower stressed within Together We Work program on providing around 4,000 job opportunities in the private sector. Since the launch of the program, it aimed to employ 25,000 job seekers as well as to provide 4 to 5,000 jobs monthly. It also came within the framework of governmental efforts to care for the Omani youth as well as to enhance their capabilities so as to take part in the sustainable development of the country. Aiming to present the recent stages of the National Innovation Strategy and review school education initiatives, the Research Council organized an introductory meeting with the Ministry of Education. Our reporter, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, has more details in the following report.
The Research Council conducted a presentation for the Ministry of Education to introduce the National Innovation Strategy, its stages, and the efforts that have been put forward from various government, private, and civil society institutions. It was aimed to activate the role of the National Innovation Strategy and discuss the collaboration aspects between the Research Council and the Ministry of Education, as well as the indicators of the Global Innovation Index. 4 pillars to this strategy have been defined to lead the national innovation system in the Sultanate. These pillars are human capital, economic diversification, intellectual property and knowledge transfer, and institutional and social integration.
The role of the human capital pillar on the National Innovation Strategy is to ensure that the human capital in the country, in Oman, well equipped with all the tools and knowledge that they need to boost the research and development initiative and programs which will lead ultimately to diversification of resources in the country.
The National Innovation Strategy at the short term focuses on initiatives that will bring immediate and high impact to national sustainability, including the development of digital and internet services, the removal of regulatory obstacles, and promoting the development of policies for SMEs. It is worth mentioning that the National Innovation Strategy took 12 months to be developed by over 70 national experts from government, academia, and private sectors, in addition to 13 Research Council specialists who were also involved in the development of this strategy. For the Sultanate of Oman Television English News, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
At a cost of more than 10 million Omani riyals, the Public Authority for Electricity and Water, DM, implemented the construction project of water supply networks in the Wilaya of Bosher, the first package. It included the construction of water distribution networks, water tanks, and water pump stations. The project came to keep pace with urban expansion being witnessed by the Wilaya of Bosher. A ceremony was held at Suhar Industrial Estate for the opening of Oman Aluminium Cast Factory. It works to produce aluminium rods used in high-voltage electrical connections. The project is the first of its kind in the Middle East. It represents one of the value-added projects in the Omani industry sector. The launching ceremony of the factory was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Hamad al-Rumhi, Minister of Oil and Gas. Still to come in our news bulletin. A Noor Association for the Blind celebrates the 20th anniversary of its establishment. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Tehran and several other major cities in Iran are struggling with severe air pollution. The government said that it had decided to close primary schools and enforce more traffic restrictions in the capital. A cloud of smog was hanging over the city. The pollution has been deteriorating for the past 4 days. Authorities have asked citizens, especially the elderly, children and those suffering from heart and respiratory disease, to stay indoors. Tehran's traffic district has also been temporarily expanded. Health experts said many Iranians suffer from pollution-related ailments. Most of the blame for Tehran's pollution goes to low-quality fuel powering, the often badly maintained or aging vehicles that still move around, as well as old factories within and near big cities. A baby panda born 6 months ago at Tokyo Ueno Zoo today made its first appearance before selected guests and news media. Over 100 journalists gathered to see the giant panda cub named Xiang Xiang, together with dignitaries including Tokyo's governor Yuriko Keioki and the wife of China's ambassador to Japan, Wang Wang. The public will be given long-awaited access to view the panda from tomorrow onwards, with tickets allocated via a lottery system. Ueno Zoo will limit the duration of the public viewing to up to 2.5 hours per day, so as not to overwhelm Xiang Xiang. Xiang Xiang was born on June 12th to the zoo's resident giant panda Shin Shin. In January, around 60 sculptors from 12 different countries gathered in sub-zero temperatures at the Harbin Ice and Snow Festival in China's Heilongjiang province. From dawn till dusk, the artists worked in freezing temperatures to create ice sculptures that glistened in the winter sun and glowed at night. In March, London's Saatchi Gallery staged what was claimed to be the world's first exhibit that explored the history of the selfie, from self-portrait to selfie sticks. It was intended to celebrate the creative potential of the selfie, often a derided and ridiculed means of expression. If you went down to Copenhagen's woods in May, you were assured of a big surprise. Danish recycling artist Thomas Dambo had 6 giant sculptures in the woods around the Danish capital, hoping to send art fans on an open-air sculpture treasure hunt. The state of Qatar celebrated its National Day today, which falls on the 18th of December and which coincides with the anniversary of the death of the founder of Qatar, Sheikh Jassim bin Mohammed bin Thani, who founded Qatar in 1878. These celebrations come among modern renaissance that has achieved the aspirations of the Qatari citizens of development and modernization. This has been observed under the wise leadership of Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. The National Day came as Qatar is moving forward to continue the development of citizens as being a national priority through long-term development plans. The state of Qatar has paid great attention to the basic infrastructure of investment through facilitating investment procedures for both local and foreign investors, in addition to providing skilled and trained national manpower. Since establishment, the state of Qatar has sought to build strong relations with the Sultanate, which was translated in cultural, economic and political cooperation between the two countries. It's worth mentioning that trade exchange between the Sultanate and the state of Qatar reached around 6 billion Qatari riyals. The national carrier of Qatar was the first to land at Sohar Airport with 3 weekly flights to the Sultanate. Now for more local news, the Ministry of Civil Service, in collaboration with the Omani Qatari telecommunication company Ooredoo and the British Council, celebrated the graduation of 150 public sector employees from the Springboard program. Participants were grouped in teams and tasked with creating a project with the top 8 showcased on graduation day. The Springboard program was created with the belief that everyone has untapped potential that can be developed for the fulfillment of the individual, their employer and local communities. It is worth mentioning that Springboard has been introduced to over 170,000 women in over 22 countries, empowering them to harness their talents and live healthier, happier and more productive lives. Her Highness Sayyida Dr. Muna bint Fahad Al Saeed, Assistant Vice Chancellor for External Liaison, presided over the ceremony. A Noor Association for the Blind celebrated the 20th anniversary of its establishment amid various services being rendered to people with visual impairment. The ceremony included the inauguration of a smartphone application which should help people with visual impairment to recognize Omani currencies. The application will also enable the blind to use social media network to contact with various society segments. The evening witnessed various social and cultural activities such as poems, recitation, theater shows, and singing of national songs. It is worth mentioning that the Noor Association recently opened 3 branches in the wilayats of Sohar, Nizwa, and Salala, which means that the number of beneficiaries is increasing. The event was presided over by His Excellency Abdul Min'am Al-Ahsani, Minister of Information. The Scientific Innovation Forum is held in the Governorate of Muscat for 3 days. The forum contributes in improving innovative skills of students in various schools of the Governorate. The lectures also covered the renewable energy and intellectual property. The forum aims at encouraging excelled students to innovate and acquaint society with their scientific projects. A number of private sector establishments took part in the event through sponsoring the forum and giving lectures on the scientific innovation robots and the importance of sciences and technology in our daily lives. The event was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of Muscat. The Ministry of Health held a ceremony to celebrate the conclusion of the National Measles Immunization Campaign, which was conducted from 10th to 16th of September 2017. The campaign witnessed the participation from a number of government and private bodies, and it achieved a great success in spreading the culture of vaccination. It also witnessed the inauguration of the hotline of the Department of Monitoring and Combating Chronic Disease in the Directorate General of Health Services in the Governorate of Muscat. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saif Al Hosni, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs. Oman Air during the Aviation Forum 2018 in Muscat shed light on its initiatives and new destinations for the upcoming period. The forum witnessed a wide participation from travel agencies in the Sultanate. Oman Air also revealed its future products and services to be inaugurated for enhancing the marketing aspects in global travel and tourism fields. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies will prevail over the governorates of Musandam, North and South Batna, and most of the northern parts, with chances of various intensity rainfall accompanied by active wind and hail. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the governorates of Wusta and Dhufar, with chances of scattered rainfall. Winds will be easterly to southeasterly, light to moderate, occasionally active, while seas will be moderate to rough with a maximum wave height of 3 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 4 royal decrees. A Seeb Club is crowned with His Majesty Sultan Qaboos Cup for Youth 2016. Royal Army of Oman celebrates the opening of Hema camp for the Border Guard Command. And at a cost exceeding 10 million Omani riyals, the Water Supply Networks project is implemented in the Wilaya of Bosha. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.